Leaf. It is exogenous, dissimilar, thin, flattened, green-colored photosynthetic part that arises from nodes of stem and branches. Leaf develops from shoot apical meristem or lateral shoot apical meristem. Leaves show a propital arrangement over the stem or branch, that is, younger leaves at top and older leaves at bottom. Leaf has axillary bud at its axis. Newly formed young immature leaf called leaf primordia. Parts of leaf. Phylopodium. First, hypopodium, leaf base. Basal lower part of leaf helps in attachment of leaf over the node. Two small lateral green leaf-like structures present at leaf base called stipules. Number two, mesopodium, petiole. Thin, cylindrical, elongated, soft, flexible stalk of leaf that connects leaf lamina with leaf base and raises leaf lamina away for maximum exposure of light. Also helps in fluttering of leaf lamina. Number three, epipodium, leaf blade, leaf lamina. Main flattened photosynthetic part consists of midrib, veins and veinlets. Pulvinous leaf base represents swollen leaf base, helps in sleeping or drooping movement. For example, Mimosa pudica, that is chui mui, touch me not, bean, etc. Seething leaf base represents flattened leaf base, either partially or completely overlapping or covering internode of plant. It develops or grows parallel to the internode. For example, bamboo, grasses, etc. Leaf is flattened structure and is divided into two surfaces. First, adaxial surface, also called upper surface, also called ventral surface. Second, abaxial surface, also called lower surface, also called dorsal surface. Leaf having stalk or petiole called petiolate leaf. Leaf without stalk or petiole called sessile leaf. Leaf having stipules called stipulate leaf. Leaf without stipules called exstipulate leaf. Leaf lamina. Midrib, veins and veinlets represent skeleton of leaf lamina, help in spreading. They also act as vascular or conducting channels involved in transport of food, water, minerals. Midrib, main conducting channel, has largest vascular bundles or vascular tissues, followed by veins and then veinlets. Venation in leaf represent presence of veins and veinlets in leaf. Based on veins and veinlets specifically, venation is of two types. Reticulate venation. Leaf lamina has veins and veinlets. Reticulation present in leaf lamina, that is, veins are further divided into veinlets. For example, dicot leaf. Exception, Calophyllum, Corymbium, Eryngium are dicots with parallel venation. Number two, parallel venation. Only veins are present, veinlets absent. Reticulation absent in leaf lamina, that is, veins are not divided into veinlets. For example, monocot leaf. Exception, Smilex, Colocasia, Alocasia, Dioscorea are monocots with reticulate venation. Reticulate venation. Two types. Unicostate reticulate venation has single main thick prominent principal midrib, that is vein. For example, people, that is ficus religiosa. Number two, multicostate reticulate venation has several main thick prominent visible midribs, that is veins. Two types: convergent type, midribs or veins arise from same point and finally meet at same point on other end. For example, bear, that is Ziziphus jujuba. Divergent type, midribs or veins arise from same point and are diverted or spread to different point on other end. For example, luffa, castor, that is ricinus, grapevine. Parallel venation, two types. Number one, unicostate parallel venation has single main thick prominent principal midrib, that is vein. For example, banana, that is musa. Number two, multicostate parallel venation has several thick prominent visible midribs, that is veins. Two types. Number one, convergent type, veins arise from same point and meet at same point on other end. For example, grass and bamboo. Number two, divergent type, veins arise from same point and diverted to different points on other end. For example, fan palm. Reticulate venation of leaf is a primitive type of venation as vascular bundles are of different sizes in midrib, veins and veinlets. Thus, material transport is difficult in reticulate venation. Parallel venation of leaf is advanced type venation as veins and vascular bundles are of same size, thus material transport is easy. Types of leaf. Simple leaf. Leaf lamina is entire or complete. Incisions in leaf lamina mostly absent, can be present also. Incisions in leaf lamina, if present, never touch the midrib. Leaf lamina is not divided into leaflets. Leaflets absent. Midrib is present. Axillary bud present at the axil of simple leaf. Compound leaf. Leaf lamina is not complete. Incisions of leaf lamina always present. Incisions of leaf lamina touch the midrib. Leaf lamina is divided into leaflets. Leaflets present. Midrib is absent, converted into rachis. Axillary buds absent at the axil of leaflets. Types of compound leaf. Pinnately compound leaf. Leaflets or pinna are present at different points or positions over the rachis. For example, neem, that is Ada directa, mimosa, acacia, moringa, nelia. Palmately compound leaf. Leaflets, that is pinna, are present at same point over the tip of petiole. Rachis is absent. For example, bombyx, silk cotton tree. Phyllotaxy, arrangement of leaves over stem or branches. Three types. First, alternate or spiral phyllotaxy. Each node has one leaf. Successive nodes have leaves on opposite direction arranged in alternate manner. For example, must, sundar, sooj, kharida. Must for mustard, sundar for sunflower, sooj for sunflower or China rose, kharida no meaning. Number two, opposite phyllotaxy. Each node has two leaves present on opposite sides. There is overlapping of leaves. For example, guava, that is Pseudium, jamun, that is Eugenia, calotropis, holy basil or tulsi, that is Ocimum, Genia quisqualis. Word phyllotaxy. Each node has word or group of more than two leaves. For example, Nerium, Alston. Modification of leaf. Leaf tendril. long thread-like slender structure sensitive for touch coils around the support to help plants with weak soft stem, that is climbers, to stand upright erect. For example, pea or garden pea, that is Pygium sativum, sweet pea, that is Lathyrus odoratus. Leaf tendril is modification of few upper young leaves. Note, stem tendril, that is modified axillary bud, and leaf tendril are structurally different but functionally similar, thus represent analogous organs or structures. Leaf spines found in desert plants. Leaves are converted into long, pointed, thick, green, non-woody, vascularized structures called leaf spines. Prevent loss of water, that is transpiration, and protect plants against grazing animals. For example, aloe cactus. Insectivorous leaves. Leaves are modified to capture, kill, digest, and absorb nitrogen content of small animals and insects, etc. For example, pitcher plant, that is Nepenthes, Venus flytrap, that is Dionia, bladderwort, that is Utricularia, sundews plant, that is Drosera, and Sarracenia plant. Insectivorous plants grow in nitrogen deficient regions. Normally, they are autotrophic, synthesize food by photosynthesis. But for nitrogen requirement, they are depend on insects, etc., thus called partial heterotrophs or partial autotrophs. Storage leaves represents modified edible, fleshy, flattened or swollen leaves. For example, onion, garlic, etc. Modification of leaf petiole. Winged petiole. Petiole is green, flat, photosynthetic structure. For example, citrus. Spongy petiole. Flattened petiole rich in parenchyma provide buoyancy. For example, Eichhornia. Phyllodes. Plants have short-living pinnately compound leaves which fall down soon. Here, petiole is modified into green, flattened, sickle-shaped structure to perform photosynthesis. For example, Australian acacia, Parkinsonia.